So the Bill of Rights was going to amend the Human Rights Act, and a lot of people will have mixed feelings about the Human Rights Act. A quarter of a century ago, when it was introduced, our director Colin Hart and I actually helped to secure some very important changes to the Human Rights Act to help protect religious freedom and actually to protect Christian schools in particular. But we were always concerned about the risk that human rights would be twisted out of shape in the courts. But then all of the equality legislation came along, and that changed the legal landscape again. And the Human Rights Act then became actually the best way of balancing out some of the imbalances created by equality legislation and dealing with some of the unfairnesses that it creates. So take the Ashes Baking Company case, for example. Now, we think we would have won that case anyway, but the Human Rights Act helped to put it beyond doubt that the MacArthur family should not be compelled to help express opinions profoundly contrary to their own. So you can see from that one case why we might be concerned about the potential impact of rewriting the Human Rights Act. So the government has now dropped the Bill of Rights in its existing form. The press say they'll come back with a new version at some point. But I'm relieved that we now have time to try and help ministers and civil servants understand the risks created by the previous draft of that bill in order to try and help avoid those risks in any future bill.